recognized countries sa gender balance. Kaya na ang babae sa atin. Why? As I kept telling and will tell, this is a message I will tell over and over and over again. Para malaman natin kung bakit tayo dapat taas mo. So when we sing the song that we will sing, we know why. Kailangan may base. Kasi nga mayaman tayo, ang babae, kahit even when we're pregnant or newly gave birth, we could help the men around the house. Unlike in other countries where sometimes it's called only the men can hunt. But we could help even now. As we say, when the men go out, the woman can be the nanay, tatay. We can do both roles. But again, with due respect to our men, when it's the woman who lives, the role is not applicable. The tatay, nanay. That's why there's something called the social cost of migration of children left behind by women. That's one of the things I'm studying. It's a study we're doing. It's ongoing. So, we always had gender balance. The women always had that. But I think in this modern world, sometimes we forget gender equality. But in the Philippines, I don't think we forget that. But I think Lalaine and Rosado, I'd really like to commend you and thank God for you for showing again na ang Pinay, iba talaga. And we have to leave behind the other stereotypes of na bugbog, na rape, minsan aping-ape. Because actually, but in truth, in the migration studies, the women are really vulnerable kasi they're doing the 3Ds job. The dirty, the dangerous, and the diminutive. And this is where I hope we women of substance can partner later on. I was just proposing to Lalaine. After this nga, we organize ourselves. Maybe we could meet quarterly and then divided kami by expertise. Since we're trying to have a 3-year strategic plan dito sa community for the whole UAE. We're now starting in Abu Dhabi. Napumustahan na sa Brunei dito Bayanihan, for those who know. So every second Friday of the month, we meet as a Bayanihan Council, which will elect the Bayanihan Executive Committee, and which will then report to the bigger group called Bayanihan for why Bayanihan. Here we go again. We have to remember the Bayanihan. And I wish I had a picture of the Bayanihan. You still remember the Bayanihan? Where people, pag nag-meeting kami ng Bayanihan doon sa embassy, nandoon yung picture sa harap namin. We don't have to physically bring the Bahay Grupo around, but we can still help each other, bring each other around with our issues. So that's why, sabi ko nga, kami sa embassy under the RA 1842 Migrant Workers Act, the ambassador is supposed to be the nanay or the tatay if he is a male ambassador, but we are supposed to be leading. I'm supposed to be leading. So kami ino-organize din po namin ang ating embassy into a Bayanihan support team or country team. A Bayanihan country team kami. Then we have the bigger Bayanihan. And I'm glad even last year Isabel, we had the Bayanihan. We just take Bayanihan, Bayani, heroes. What are we heroes for? What are we here for? Kasi the accident na the Filipinos are out abroad. And again, I'd like to commend Lalaine. Hindi natin gamitin yung overseas Filipino workers. Maybe we could just use the term overseas Filipinos. Para kasi nga, hindi naman minsan nag-work, kasi entrepreneur. Well, of course, technically still work. But work, it's a mindset. You know, words have power. Let's start calling ourselves overseas Filipinos. Kasama na ako, democracy, number 5. Or no, gender equality. We never had to conquer anyone. But then we are out in the whole wide world because of globalization. Because, again, why are we feminized? Maybe I turned a little academic here. Kung bakit 3 bansa ang may feminized migration: Philippines, Indonesia, and Sri Lanka. 3. The macro, the meso, and the micro. The macro is the government. The government is open to women migrating. Meso, the society accepts. So in other words, Indonesia and Sri Lanka, pareho din natin na the gender balance is alright. Micro, sa babae mismo, kaya nila. So, pag maghihirapan ng pamilya, pag hindi na nakaalis si lalaki, if the tatay, whoever is the male head of the family cannot make it, is the women. Because of our love for family. And that's what we give to the world. The Filipinos give the 3 Fs. Our love, our faith. Christian, Baba, Muslim naman, our faith. Our love for family, our fun, and friendship, and food. Diba? Kung saan may kainan, we're the best singers and dancers in the world also. We have music in our souls, guys. Don't you see why at any sabihin lang, uy, kumanta ka, makakahiya, pero ito na mo yung CD ko. Diba? Dala-dala na pala eh. Pit-pit na. Sa totoong buhay lang. Hindi siya ready. Hindi pa siya ready. So, yun ang ating mga kabayan. And we are in more than 200 countries. all over. And I'd like to think, yun na, parang yung missionaries tayo, if you'd like to look at it on faith, on the move. Pero, sa kagusto, and we've always been naman, travelers, mga kapatid, because we're not go. This is just, we've always had waves of migration. Sa ganyan trade, yun ang una natin mga migrante. Ganun ba yun? At saan sila
Acapulco.
Job shift sa California, they ended up in New Orleans. Kaya sayang yung binagyo ng Katrina, nasira yung museum natin. Meron pala doon. That is the earliest recorded migrante. Even earlier than the, in Hawaii and in Alaska. Totoo ang history ng migration natin guys, at tutuhan. And that's why it's really good to study. And for those who are interested, there is, sa aking school ngayon, sa Miriam, they will offer an 18-course unit na internet. Para meron kayong input. Sabi ko nga, 3 hats that are important that I think I have now. It's the researcher, the academician, the policy making, and the practitioner. And that's very important to see migration from a global perspective. You see the trees, and you also see the big forest. Otherwise, we're lost in the trees sometimes, and this is where I think Ilustrado is coming in. To see the big picture, the global, and then we go to the bilateral or the small ones. Okay? But we do give the light, we have the shadows. The 4 eyes, immorality, and which is very bad for our family. Yeah, the social cost. Intoxication, again, it's as if we are not respecting the host government. Aha, my favorite. Indebtedness. And as you know, I think this is where, again, I will ask the women of substance to help me. Kasi yung iba mga entrepreneurs na Paano, at saka sila Lucid, nakausap ko na rin. How to teach ourselves wealth management, financial and entrepreneurial literacy, para hindi windang pag-uwi sa Pilipinas, hindi from rags to riches to rags. We first get, may point pa nga si Father, ito lang magaling. Rags make something, beggars make that. You end up with drugs. So, kailangan matuto kapatid, it's an urgent necessity. Kasi ang dami nakakulong. The biggest utang now that I've heard is 900,000 dirhams. Yeah. Kasi equivalent ratio of 10 million. Something like that. You came out here for what? That's why the idea here, that's why my team coming in hopefully by end of May, first week of June, kalayaan sa what, kahirapan, kamangmangan or kautangan. If they will teach us these things, hindi lang dito tayo, they will not only help us here, brother. It will be including our families back home. My thesis is that reintegration, how to return, or circular migration. We will teach each one because we're looking at the circular movement of migration, which it begins even if you are not thinking of migration. There's a depth ed curriculum now that teaches what migration is about. So that you have awareness that if you go out, this might happen. Guys, to the kids. And with the church, it's multi-sectoral. So this Atika-led, together with Atika means unti-unting pagpupundan in Laguna. So unti-unti, shwaya, piso-piso, 1 dirham, pataas ng pataas. And I give you the formula of Brother Mo already. 10% tithing or charity, 20% divided by 3, 1/3 for freedom fund to pay your debts, 1/3 emergency fund equivalent to 3 to 6 months of your gross income, and the last 1/3 is wealth fund. Then you leave on the 70 or even less, so you have 1/2. I think that's a good formula. You don't have to follow it the 10, but it's an indication of, it's a discipline. It's an advocacy, as the lady says, for generosity. If you believe in the spiritual side of things, a full glass, a half full or a half empty. Pag puno ka, if you're full, nothing can be added to you. Remove something, you'll receive more. In my life, I'm a witness to that. Give. You don't have to give just money, love, your time, your talent, your smile. There are 3 things you can give for free. Really, smile, makes you younger and prettier. Good example, and the ministry of presence. Dito sa community natin, I think the women of substance can do that. We can smile at each other, we can be good examples, and we can be present when we are needed by each other. That applies to both also to men. It's not just about women, ha? Why women lang nga? Kasi medyo nalimutan nyo that there's equality. It's always been men. His story. His story. It should be now her story. So this